Good day guys and welcome back to another episode of the Survival Let's Play series with me, Guy Tries. Before we get today's episode started, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys. That's right, you guys that are watching right now, those who have watched the other videos. Thank you so much for all the love and the support that you guys have given me. It has been incredible. As of recording today's episode, the last video has hit 3,000 views. 3,000 views, guys. Like, what the heck is? And along with that, also 200 plus likes and a whole bunch of amazing comments. So much so that I think it would be very appropriate to put some of these comments on screen in a dedicated section of this video, just to show you guys that I see you and that I really appreciate your comments. So thank you very much, guys, for all of the love and support. We are growing so fast, so quickly on this channel, on this community of Minecraft, and of course I cannot do it without you guys, so thank you again. I know I'm saying thank you a lot, but I just really mean it. But with that being said and getting all that sappy stuff out of the way, let's get started with today's video. Okay, so the first thing on today's agenda is, well, we're gonna fix the mob farm that we got going on underneath this massive build. That's right, we got a massive mob farm. In fact, if I can grab up, guess we don't need that grass block. If I open this up, you can see we have a lot of mobs spawning underneath. I didn't light this place up, not as I was building it, totally forgot. And so now we've got a whole bunch of things that when you go down there, kill and then light up. Of course, I don't nearly have enough torches for that. So let's go ahead and get some torches and then go inside and we'll light that bad boy up and also see if we can get some drops. We can get some gunpowder, which wouldn't be too bad at all. Let's go ahead and do that. My god, why did I not come up here with my horse? It is such a long walk. Okay, I'll see you guys once I get those torches. Okay guys, we got some torches in both hands actually. And we're gonna go ahead and break through and hopefully... okay. Close that up real quick. I wasn't expecting them to be that close to the wall. Maybe we'll, it has to go through there because we won't be able to go back through the same hole if we don't go on flat ground. So let's go through here and hopefully there's a lot safer. Cool. Wow. It is so dark in here. Holy moly. Oh, snap. Okay, let's just go around lighting this place up at random and let's get all the cracks and the crevices and let's try not to die while we're doing it. How you doing, guys? Don't mind me. Duke. Nice. Miss me. Spam this. Spam. Oh, spam that. Spam that. That's a lot of things that are trying to kill me. Coming. Whoa. Okay. Ah! Come and get me. Yep. Noobs. Each and every one of them. Look at these jukes. Whoa. Whoa. Relax. Oh. That's it. That's a whole... They've got a whole army. Ah! Okay. 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 We're standing still for too long. I get it. I get it. Ow. Okay. Clearly, I don't have enough torches, so... I think I'm going to get some more. And then I'll get back to you guys once we have once we have lit this whole place up. Oh my god. These zombies have just got my tongue twisted. Goodbye. And goodbye. Goodbye. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go back and get some more torches. And I will see you guys once we have this whole place lit up. There we go. Okay. Bang. Bang. Whoa. What is going on there? Oh, shh. Oh, no. Go, 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 go. Go. Water. What? What kind of water? What? Ah! Water. Ah! Okay. He's gone. Where is he? Oh. Where is he? Oh, no. Oh, water, save me. What the? Ah! wasn't even scared. Alright guys, as you can see, it's all nice and lit up, and we did have a couple of close calls, but I'm still alive, I'm still here. We just need to get some more food, but that being said, let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's not risk anything. Oh, it is nighttime. And I'll put that, perfect. Let's go to sleep, and whilst I do that, talk about today's episode and what we're going to do today. It's quite simple. We're going to make an interior for that massive building that we have on top of this building. On top of this mountain. But before we do that, let's wait for the moon to set and the sun to rise. Alright guys, it is a new day and it is time for us to get cracking with today's episode and what we're actually going to do, besides almost dying to a lot of creeps. We're going to make a nice interior design for this very, very big building. As you can see, we got a lot of room to play with, which is also a bad thing as much as it is a good thing. It's going to be very hard to come up with an idea of how to fill each and every one of these walls and this entire area, but I do have a plan. Of course, I did spend some time in my creative world coming up with a couple of ideas that we can use to make this place feel nice and full, and also just really old and worn out, because of course this is a very old building, a very old library. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and start building. Maybe I do need a lot of other materials. We do have a lot of materials. Actually, let me go ahead and show you. I've already gathered, as you can see, some of the materials, not all, some, just so we have enough to get cracking on with today's build. And I think today's episode we might do a little bit differently. Usually I just make a build and I talk about it afterwards. This, I think we will build a little bit, talk a little bit, and then we'll rinse and repeat that little scenario, I guess, until we're completely done. And then you guys can follow along for the whole journey. What do you guys think? Is that a good way to structure today's video? Let me know in the comments down below. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and grab a few of those things and we're going to go ahead and start building. We're going to start with the floor. We're going to get rid of the floor and we're going to start with the foundation. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Do a bit of a time lapse, maybe a montage, and we'll get going. Today might be a bit of a shorter episode because there's not much to do other than the interior, but hope you guys like it nonetheless. All right, let's get going. And there it is, guys. The floor is now all done. What do you think? A nice little pattern with a lot of stripped wood, but I think it does look good. It is quite a nice little design that I've come up with, in the sense that it's just a lot of triangles and a lot of squares, just with the gradient coming from light to dark and then back into light. And also, I'm sure you guys have noticed, guys, I know it's not symmetrical. I know that. I did that on purpose. As you guys can see, we have a different shade coming in from either corners. We have this one being spruce, that one being spruce, but on this side it starts off with oak. And I did do that on purpose just because I wanted to break up the pattern just a little bit. Not that you would really notice, not with everything that will be going into this build as well, but I think visually, if you look from above, it is quite nice indeed. What do you guys think? And of course, yes, I know what you're thinking. I didn't fill this bit in, but that's alright, because I will not be seeing that at all. We won't be seeing that at all. There will be a structure here. I think the rest of the door will come out to around here, I think. So technically we don't even need this section of wood, and we could have saved on some material, but that's okay. That's all good. That's all done now. And we can move on to the next section of the build. The next section of the build does involve bringing down the walls. We're going to do some walls. I'm going to cut, I think, a few pillars that will come from maybe from that window and that window to the ground. Just because this is such a tall building, it would seem a little bit absurd, I guess, if it didn't have any supporting structures or pillars keeping the roof or the top half of this build up. So we're going to put some pillars in. We're going to put some walls as well, and we're also going to put some dividers as well. As you can see, there is already a natural divide between each section. We got 1 section, 2 sections, 3 sections. So perhaps a pillar, yeah, we'll do 2 pillars, one there and one there that will cut off that section. And then, as you can see, another little natural divide from the gradient that I've used for the outside. So we'll have a downstairs and an upstairs with 3 different sections, I guess, which will give us 6 sections to work with. And then we can start with the interior after that. But of course, we still need to build all of what we just said, which hopefully won't take too long. I do have a rough idea of what it's going to look like. Hope it looks good. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of spruce and a lot of oak, so it's going to be quite dull, I guess, but that is the idea. It is quite an old library, remember? So we have to build accordingly. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and dot in a bit of what I've just talked about, and then I'll come back to you guys and we'll have another look at the build and we'll see how it looks. And of course, we'll add some more lighting as well. We're getting a few mobs which have been spawning at the very top of that. Though I do have a torch, we do have it coming in from over there as well. So we'll get some lights in as well. Alright, see you guys then. And there we are. We are now finished with, well, we're actually not finished. We're partly finished with today's build, with today's interior, and I think it looks pretty cool. Like I said before, it is using a lot of wood, much like the foundation. And as you can see, it goes all the way up. We've kept the same pillars, the same idea that we have on the outside, or the inside again, like it's weathering, and also a little bit more of texture up on the top as it gets from light to dark. And this one in particular, it's just got some mold, I guess, around it as well. So nice little details like that all around. And also I like how I put these little bits at the bottom as well, because it's not just getting this pillar, but it's also rotting the floor below, because this whole thing here is made entirely of wood, because it is a very old library. Now, I know what you're thinking, Guy. There are some holes in this wall. This is nowhere near done. You're absolutely right. There is a lot of holes, not just here, but across there and also up top. That's because this is a library, as you guys already know, and libraries, they need bookshelves, and I don't have anything of the sort. I don't have... Need to put that back. Bang. Perfect. I don't have any of the sort. I don't have even one to my name. Not anymore, so we need to trade a lot of villagers or kill a lot of cows and make a lot of books and then into bookshelves. So these spaces that you see along these walls is where we're going to have all the bookshelves, the looms, and the chiseled bookshelves. So we're going to have a mix, but not at that point yet. Soon. Moving right along, there is a dead tree right in the middle. This is my first attempt at making a custom tree, and I think it turned out not too bad. What do you guys think? Let's have a look at it at different angles. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. So yeah, I made this tree just for the middle here because it was a lot of space, a lot of unused space, and I figured this is supposed to be a cramped old library, and to have that much space in the middle would be really, I guess, unbefitting of this entire area. So I chucked this one in. We also got some, of course, some grass blocks, moss blocks, and also some grass, just to show that it has some life, but really it is kind of dead. So yeah, that's my custom tree right there, all nice and tall. Moving right along, we have these things over here which indicate what books can be found in which section. I forgot what they're called, but you see them at libraries all the time. Right now, this one and all the other ones currently do not have any writing on them, but eventually once we start getting all the books, we can start filling these out, letting us know where we can find which book. So that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much the bottom floor done. Let's go ahead and let's look at the top. Nothing too crazy there, nothing too special, but let's have a look. As I was saying, nothing too special with the top of this build. With the second level, we just used a whole bunch of lecterns, which, my lord, they took a lot of time to get. Again, I do not have any bookshelves, so that was quite hard to get, but we did manage to get quite a few of them, and I did overcraft, so we did waste some material, but that's okay. We can save them for another build next time. But we have these as rails, and gosh, they look great as the rails because I did want something to match with the oak. Originally, I was going to use the new hanging signs, the oak hanging signs, but it just looked a bit janky. So I think this is a nice little replacement, and it just fits this whole place very well. Other than that, not too much else to talk about. We got some lanterns hanging on some grindstones, and also the arches also do have some mold at the very top. And we have this, I guess, this little feature. There was a lot of space here that was unused, so I thought we should add something. I guess you could think of this as rope that they just have hanging across 1, 2, and 3, and just got some lanterns on it as well, just to give this place a little bit more light, to make it a little bit more bright, I guess. And at the very top, another arch, just pulling the whole thing together. And there we go. A bit of a tour of what we've done so far with the interior design. But now, what are we going to do next? What is the plan? Quite simple. As you already know, we're going to get a lot of bookshelves to fill in all these holes, and we're also going to make a couple, or actually a few, of standalone bookshelves that you'll see in a library, so you can walk through like little aisles. The goal of this is to make it feel like an actual library where you would go in and you would get a book from a shelf and then return it. Obviously, in our case, we can't return it once we use it, but we definitely can refill it. So that is the plan there. And then once we're done with that, we're going to let loose all the villagers that we traded from, which will then add a little bit more atmosphere to this place and make it feel much more alive. And so with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start trading with these villagers and get as many bookshelves as I can before I go insane. So I'll see you guys then. Welcome back, guys. It's been quite some time since you last saw me, and as you can see, I have been quite a busy bee. We've made this little cutaway here in the sewage pipe that we made in episode 4 when we made the villager inn. We also made a villager breeder so we can get some of these guys, name them after you, and place them up in the villager inn. But now we have a different purpose for these guys. We're going to turn them into zombies, and then we're going to kill them back into villagers so we can get some books for some discounted prices. Make it nice and cheap and nice and easy for us. But yes, as you can see, quite a bit of a messy room. I was experimenting. I didn't know how they exactly worked. I don't really mess around with villagers and zombies and converting them. I usually just buy them as they are, no matter how expensive. But since we're going to be here for a while, I figured we should make it nice and cheap. But here you go. We've got 5 villagers so far. Of course, this is not all of them. I think we need around 30. There's like 36 books or something. Of course, we're not going to get all of them because there's like the books of binding and the books of vanishing, which we don't really need in this world. So we're just going to disregard that. But once we kill these guys, we can send them through with a minecart, picks them up, and it'll take them into this nice little decorated room where they'll sit in each of their pods. And that's where we'll pick and choose which books we want and which books we don't need. And then we'll trade with them to lock them in. But of course, we can't do that without turning these guys into villagers. And as you can see, well, this is all I got. We've got part of the ingredients, but we still are missing one key ingredient, and that is the blaze rods to turn them into blaze powder, is what they're called. So we need to go into Nether, and we need to find a blaze spawner, kill a few of them, and get those rods, and then we can start cooking. Literally start cooking. And then, hopefully by then, we can get a whole lot more villagers. I think right now we still got a few coming up through there. So, that will take some time, but that's okay, because we'll need to get a few more ingredients. Let's go ahead and let's light this bad boy up. And let's go into the Nether and hope for a really good spawn. Or maybe a spawn that is close to a blaze spawner. Please, not a long walk. Please, please, please. Okay. Let's go ahead and step through. What? You know, I honestly thought that I put the new Nether portal further away from the starter base. Like, how is this what? How can this still be connected? It's like hundreds of blocks away. Alright. I guess we have to go a bit further. Okay, I'm gonna hop back out and make a new one, and hopefully it doesn't link with this one. Man, I don't know anything about Minecraft. Okay. I've made it into the Forbidden Lands. Let's go ahead and let's find this blaze spawner, and let's try not to die. Let's try not to die. Hopefully there's something over here. There it is. Oh yeah, cool. We can bridge across, right? Oh, is that smart? Okay, yeah, it's fine. I'm going to make this 3 wide so we don't die. How about that? Lucky this isn't hardcore. So I would definitely lose it. Okay, here we go. I didn't bring a sword. I didn't bring a sword. What? Oh my. Okay, that's fine. Can we axe them? Does axing work? We're gonna have to axe them. What? Oh, you know what? I was not ready for this. There's can we shoot them down? Does that work? Oh! Oh my, you know what? I'm what was I thinking? I'm not ready for this. We'll block that off. Oh gosh. Alright guys, I'm going to grab as many blaze rods as I can and then get the heck out of here. We don't want to stay too long. I am clearly not ready for this, not even to collect some blaze rods, so we're gonna make this quick, okay? Alright, I'll see you guys back in the overworld and in the sewers where we'll start cooking. Right, see you guys there. Welcome back everyone. We are back in the dungeon area, I guess we can call this a dungeon. Yeah, a dungeon. We're in the dungeon area, and as you can see, we've got everything ready to make the splash potion of weakness. We've got the blaze rod, we've got the water bottles, and we got the fermented spider eye now. Just gonna wait for that to cook, and then we can go ahead and we can start splashing these guys with that potion. But I'm sure you guys can also see we've only got 4 apples, 4 golden apples for now, which is not great. We do need 5, and we do need a whole lot more for all of the other villagers. So that is something that I'm going to have to work on, and probably after we send these guys on their way. But yes, that is the sound. It's now done, which means we have to add the gunpowder, and that makes it a splash. I think so. I'm not too sure. Again, this is all new terrain. Kind of learning as I'm going along here. Speaking of coming along, thank you so much guys for coming along this journey with me. The last few episodes have been doing so amazing, and it's all thanks to you guys. I really want to extend my appreciation to each and every one of you guys watching, and to all the subs and those who are commenting. But with that sound, I think it's now done, and we can now splash these onto these zombie villagers. Am I right? I think so, yeah? Cool. Let's go have a look. Who wants some? Who wants some? Perfect. And let's get 1, 2, 2, 3, and 4. And 4. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and send them out. Let's make sure the track is the right way. Very good. Pick one. Is he shaking? He must be shaking, right? Yes, he is. Perfect. And where's my lever? Over here. We'll manually... Perfect. Next. Are you shaking, my friend? Are you cold? Whoa, you went pretty far. I think he's... Yeah, he's shaking. And, let's see. In here. There we go. The next one. Is he shaking? Yes. Perfect. And hopefully we get the right one on the next one. Okay. We've flicked that one. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Right? Is that it? We'll find out. We'll find out. Bang. The lucky last. The fourth one is going through. And hopefully it goes into the right spot. Perfect. There we are. We've got 4 of these zombie villagers currently converting back into villagers. Hopefully it doesn't take long, but once they do convert back, we'll turn them into librarians. And with that done, we can get rid of these levers. And there we are. So we got 4 villagers in so far. We're going to need a whole lot more, like I've said. Probably around 20. We won't need all the enchants, just the ones that we really do need. We need to get first. So I'm going to work on that. Might take a while. So I'll see you guys when I'm done with that. Woo! There it is, guys. It is all done. We have most of the librarians that we'll need in this world. Most, I say, because we are still missing one. And that is the efficiency 5 one. That guy is so hard to get. Nearly impossible. I've seen more mending and more silk touch than I have even seen efficiency 1. I'm not too sure these guys give it, but I just wasn't able to get it from these guys. So I'm going to leave it for now, or else this video will never get out to you guys. And that is not what I want. And I'm sure we can grab the efficiency one another time. But yes, we've got all the main ones like mending and breaking. And I think this guy over here is silk touch. So all the main ones besides efficiency. So that is good enough for today. And whilst we were also at it, most of these guys did trade bookshelves for their second trade. So that was also very helpful. And we were able to get a whole bunch of bookshelves. We needed 15 stacks and a bit. That is exactly what we've got. And it's all thanks to these guys here. We're able to trade our iron ingots for stacks of emeralds. But as you can see, all these guys are masters. I've been trading with them for such a long time that their discounted rates have no longer been discounted and in fact inflated. This one's 46. This one's 46. This one's 45. I think that's 40. And this one, 47. It's just like, yeah. I've been here for a very long time, guys. I'm already starting to lose my mind slowly. Maybe I already have. Not too sure. Can't say. But yeah, these guys helped me out a lot. But dang, these prices are so high. Hopefully they drop if we don't trade with them for quite a while. Is that how that works? I think that's how it works. That's okay. We don't need to mess around with that anymore because we have enough of these bookshelves. We also have the rest of the materials sitting at the Great Library. So we need to go ahead and start building and finishing off today's build. And then we can call it a day. Okay, let's go to sleep and then I'll meet you guys at the top. And we are now done, guys. What do you think of what I've done with the interior? What do you think of these bookshelves? Do you like it? Is it too much brown? But before you answer, please remember that this is an old library and that the people who owned this place had only wood to use. So of course, they had to make do, and that is why it is very, very brown in here. But other than that, what do you guys think? Like these chairs? Yeah, I like these chairs. I was going to use campfires, you know, the typical campfire and spruce stuff, but I figured it was already too much brown going on, so let's change it up with some of these bamboo and scaffolding chairs. They look pretty neat and a nice little burst of color. We got them down here, as you can see, all dotted around. We also got them upstairs as well. But other than that, nothing too crazy, just a whole bunch of bookshelves and looms mixed together, and this design that you see here with the stairs and also the bricks and the fences, something that repeats itself along all of these bookshelves. And also if we pass through here, the ones on the sides on the bottom level, you can see right through them, a nice little arch that kind of goes all the way through from one end to another. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. As you guys can see, we also do have some chiseled bookshelves. That is because we have now gone ahead and labeled where we can find each of these books that we have sought after. We've got Sweeping Edge here, which means that Sweeping Edge will go into this section over here. Like I said before, I did want this place to be like an actual library, treat it like an actual library. So we can go in here and let's just say we have a book. We can go in here, pop it in there, or we can take it out and use it. And we also do have a bunch of anvils scattered around so we can easily enchant our gear. But yes, that is pretty much it. Nothing too crazy. Upstairs would be exactly the same. In fact, let's have a quick look upstairs as well. And there we are, the upstairs. So nothing too crazy here with the design. Pretty much the same that you see at the very bottom, except this little hanging bit here. I think it looks pretty cool actually. Just the way everything kind of sits together nicely. But again, with the signs, as you can see, just tells us where we can find the books just over there. And we've done that along each one of these rows and over there as well. But that being said, we should start putting the books away. That's the last thing we're going to do today before we call it the end of today's episode. Also, some parkour as well. Some parkour from the roof. As you can see here, we have a whole bunch of books that I've already got. I've spent a lot of time getting these ones. Just 4 of each kind. So as you can see, mending, 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 unbreaking, unbreaking, unbreaking. So we're just going to grab each of these ones and we're going to find where they belong. For example, unbreaking, we'll grab it and put it somewhere in there. So let's go ahead and grab unbreaking actually. Unbreaking, unbreaking. That's not one. Where is the other? Unbreaking, perfect. We got 4. Let's look for where we would put it. Okay. Perfect. So we will put unbreaking in here. Let's just say there, and there, and there, and there. So now we have unbreaking. And let's just say that we do want to use it in the future. We would look for unbreaking as you would in a normal library with the signs. Walk through the aisles, find the book, and take it. Just like you would in a normal library. And if you didn't want it, you could put it back. And that's what makes this place kind of like a working library, which is exactly what I was going for. So I think that is a mission accomplished. What do you guys think? Well, that being said, guys, that concludes today's episode. I'm going to go ahead and put away the rest of these books. But before I do, I want to say thank you again, guys, to each and every one of you for watching today's episode. Someone did ask for the seed in one of the comments, so here it is. This is the seed to this survival world. Hope you guys enjoy if you do want to play along. And also to all the other people who have commented in the other videos, thank you so much again. It's been fantastic reading each and every one of you guys' support and love for the videos. But now, that's all done and said. I'm going to go ahead and get these books out of the way, and I will see you guys in the next episode, okay? I'll see you then.